So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call for an opening bidder offer to get me underway, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we start? I'm in your hands. An opening bidder offer to get me started.
1.15?
1.15 is going to get me started, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Enjoy the chocolates. At $1.15 million I have. At $1,150,000, I'd like to see it go up in 20s if we can. At $1,150,000.
1.18.
1.18, thank you. At 1.18 I have. At $1,180,000. At $1,180,000 it is against you on my right, sir. And everybody else who has a paddle.
1.2?
1.2. At $1.2 million it is now. It is against you, sir. At $1.2 million. At 1.2 I have. At 1.2 I'm going to call it for a second time at 1.2. At 1.2 it is.
1.22.
122. At 122 it is against you, sir. At 1.22.
1.25.
1.25. At 1.25 we've got a third bidder in. At 1.25 it is against both of you gentlemen. 1.25 for the second time at 1.25.
Yep, 1.27.
1.27. Round me up to 1.3. Round me up to 1.3, sir, and you'll...
I'll go 1.28.
1.28. At 1.28 it is on my right. It is against you now, sir. And at 1.28. At $1,280,000 I'm going to call it for a third and final time at $1,280,000.
Yeah, I will go to 1.3.
1.3 I have. It is on my left over here at $1.3 million. At $1.3 million we're going again, ladies and gentlemen, at 1.3. At 1.3 I have. It is on my left with number 5. At $1.3 million it is against you now, sir, on the right here.
Don't let him do anything.
And I know that you kids have been looking at these 2 squares, these 4 squares here for handball. You have, haven't you? Made a great handball court. So it is at 1.3 on my left. At $1.3 million, I'm going to call it once at 1.3.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the market. We're selling today.
We're on market and we are selling, ladies and gentlemen. At $1.3 million I have on my left. At $1.3 million. At $1.3 million I'm going to call it for a third and final time at 1.3. It is against you, sir. At $1.3 million, it is on my left here. At 1.3 for the third and final call. At $1.3 million, I'm going to be knocking it under the hammer. At 1.3, a 10 will get you back in, sir. At $1.3 million I have for the third and final time. Are we all done? Are we all quiet?
Not yet.
Well, not yet. The hammer is out. I do have the contract. At $1.3 million for a third and final time. You're never going to find another property like this again. At $1.3 million, the hammer's out. It's going to come down.
1305.
1305. At 1305 it is on my right. At 1305 it is against you, sir. At $1,305,000. I'm going to call it once. At $1,305,000. A 5 will get you back in. Second call at $1,305,000. It is on my right.
Yeah, 1.310.
1,310. $310,000. I'm going to call it for a second time at $1,310,000. Third call, $1,310,000. At $1,310,000. It is the third and final call at $1,310,000. Are we all done, sir?
They're driving in the garage.
I do have the keys in my pocket. At $1,310,000 for a third and final time. Are we all done? Are we all quiet?
Hang on.
We're selling now.
No, hang on.
Go 1311.
1,311,000. At $1,311,000, we're going up in ones now. At $1,311,000, it is on my right.
Transparent.
The first call, $1,311,000. Second call, $1,310,000. $311,000 for 4 Myoori Avenue in Wentworth Falls. $1,311,000. It is with the family here on my right hand side. I'm going to call it for a third and final time at $1,311,000. Are we all done, sir? Are we all quiet? Are we all quiet in the middle here with the chocolates? At $1,311,000. I'd like everybody to put their hands together for the new owners of 4 Myoori Avenue. Congratulations, sir.